Okay, so this is my balance beam that I use to mix epoxy. So I have set it up outside because my garage is a mess, honestly. You couldn't see anything. So there's a little base. If one looks upon the base, one can see that the two nails in the lever are riding on a couple of nails in the base in each case, so it moves very smoothly. And over the years I've gotten epoxy all over it, of course. You can just pick this up and stand it up in the corner or something so it doesn't stay stood up all the time. So I have a measured off nail here, and then I have one that is marked as 5-to-1 here, and this outside one is 2-to-1. That's 2-to-1 by volume, or 44-to-1 by weight. So the way to use it, let's see, is like this. Take a couple of washers. So I just use these big galvanized washers that I've used for years. Take a few washers, drop one. It's necessary to drop one, and stick them on the first nail there. Here, let me get the third one. All right, and you will learn, sort of from experience about how many to put on there. Secondly, and this is, I think, the key to this thing, I'm using water here because I don't need to mix up any epoxy right now. Just put as much resin, so now the water represents resin. Put as much resin into the thing as you want to make. So this is about 2/3 as much epoxy as you want to mix up. So suppose this is as much epoxy, or this is 2/3 as much as I wish to mix up today. All right, so you don't have to measure out any particular increment, it doesn't matter. Just mix up as much as you want. And then, thirdly, put this on the beam and move it until it balances. I'm trying to do this with one hand. So this is easier with two hands, but just ease it over, ease it over, ease it over. There we go. Okay, so now it's balancing. And when I do this, I actually do it with one hand, moving it left and right, and with the other hand, I keep two fingers on the beam here, and then I can control it very nicely. So, in fact, you know what? I'm going to go get an assistant to help me video this. Hold on. There. I have obtained my lovely assistant. Okay, so just video what I'm doing here. Down there. Okay, so first, you pour as much resin as you want into this, just 2/3 as much as you need epoxy. Secondly, keep your fingers here and put this here. Okay, so now it's down, it's pushing down on me, so I'm going to move it a little closer, a little closer, a little closer, and you just move it back and forth until it exactly balances. Good, so I can tell this is exactly balancing, this is perfect. Good. Next, I come over here, kind of keep control of the whole thing. Now that can't move, so I'm making a 2-to-1 epoxy, so I take this and move it out to the far end. Good. Now I come back here, and so now this is pushing up again. Now this water represents hardener, but I haven't moved this thing, so now I push, I put this, and I just dribble, and I can feel it with my fingers. There. That is just perfect. Okay. So what I have done now is made a perfect 2-to-1 mix of exactly as much epoxy as I need. That's it.